All right, and we are live. I'm so very excited. What's good, everybody? Welcome to Vibe Check, episode 3. I'm Jay Hicks, and I'm joined by the one and only Kennedy Webb, TikTok sensation, student athlete, and ultimate vibe setter. Kennedy, what's the vibe this week?
Jay, the vibe is good. We just got back from break. I'm feeling rejuvenated. I got to sleep. I got to see my family. It's great. I'm excited. I'm back at school. It's going to be a great week. Yeah.
Your Instagram feed looked like a I don't want to say rom com because there wasn't romance, but it had that aura, like that light feeling you have in rom
Right.
coms. You were with your family though.
Yeah.
What was like the most like either funny or crazy thing that happened on your whirlwind tour?
Ooh. Well, actually, I I went home on Sunday night, I believe, and my flight got delayed like 2 times. Had to redo all of my flights.
What? Where did you fly out of, and where were you going?
So usually you can't really get anything direct from Pullman to St. Louis or even
Imagine.
to the same, right, you get it. So I usually fly through Denver and that got delayed. So the first leg was delayed, then the whole second leg had to get redone. It was just a lot. But I finally made it home and then the very next day we left St. Louis and we went to Chicago. So
wait,
it was
wait, did you go through Chicago?
no, no. I literally came home, I slept in my bed, got up, grabbed my suitcase again, left. We went to Chicago for like 48 hours. It was
I,
awesome.
I love it. I love it. I gotta take so check this out, right?
Right.
Totally spaced out this week. I ordered this $29 pickleball off of AliExpress.
Okay, I
Right?
saw this with Regan. I saw this interview, yes.
Yeah. Then bam, it arrives. It shows up at the door like a mystery guest. And I'm like, yo, what is this? And then I open it up.
Right.
And then it's kind of like the shining, like the holy grail of sports equipment. This thing is
Right.
either going to make me the LeBron James of pickleball or it's going to disintegrate mid swing. So
Right.
for $29, it's like gambling on your mama's birthday money. Either you go big and you win it all, or either you hit bust and you have an IOU for her gift. So
Yep.
that's my week.
I love it.
That's my week. So, all right, today we have an epic lineup. Jared McCain dominated the NBA and maybe Kennedy's heart. All right, Kai Cenat breaking Twitch records and the Hawk Tuah Girls crypto chaos. And you know what? Bobbi Althoff, Hollywood debut, and more. Let's get into it. All right. So, Jared McCain, a guy, just for a little backstory that for many don't know, is her TikTok crush, is Kennedy's TikTok crush. Has been named Eastern Conference Rookie of the Month. He's been averaging 16 points, proving he's not just a TikTok star, but he's a legit baller. You know what, Kennedy? He's out here cooking opponents like it's Midnight Street Barbecue,
Right?
serving it up at an all-you-can-eat buffet, and he's looking like Rookie of the Year. But Kennedy, I got to ask you this.
Mhm.
I have to ask, how many times has Jared McCain showed up in your feed? Spill it.
Oh my gosh. Literally all the time. Like I would say like every fifth video on my TikTok for you page is probably Jared McCain. And I'm gonna like every single video.
All right, so let's say, and you know, and I love that for you. That number sounds about right. All right, so let's say Jared slides into your DMs tonight. Are you leaving him on red or are you shooting a shot?
I'm normally the type to leave on red, but I would have to shoot my shot. I mean, that's a once in a lifetime opportunity right there. I couldn't pass that up.
Yeah, if he slides into your DMs, you have to be smoother than like a pair of Jordan 4s, right? But at the same
Right.
time, you gotta play it cool,
Right,
you
right.
know. But deep down inside, you're like a gymnast doing backflips, like you're
Right.
on espresso.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So here's the Hicks effect. The best creators on and off the court aren't just talented. They know how to build brands, connect with their audience while gathering attention. And Jared McCain, he's doing all of that. But I got to tell you, when you look at him, right, because a lot of people in the 76ers, when they were drafted, who didn't know about his TikTok, they were like, who is this guy? Think about Philly. This is like a tough town. They see him, they judge the book by its cover. They were probably looking. Remember, he did that epic TikTok dance at the draft, and
Yeah.
now he's killing it.
Yes.
So, what is your take? Were you surprised by his success, or what was your take?
My take. I actually have been watching him for a long time. He did like a little YouTube documentary series of him like getting into college ball and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I always thought, I always knew that he was going to be big because he just has such great drive. And like even back then, like he showed a little clip of his vision board that he has in his room and like
Okay.
all of his
And that
goals.
spoke to you.
Yes, yes, yes. Like as someone who's, close to the same age, like,
Right.
someone who has these goals and has them in mind and works towards them, I think that's great. So I always knew.
Yeah. I don't know. This is really great play. He hits his three in a game and he yells and he says, I'm rookie of the year. Right. And so, I love the confidence,
Yeah,
in this guy.
yeah,
And I think the other thing that helps him, he's still, I mean, he's pretty, I think he's got the build of an NBA player. And so, I think maybe some other rookies get pushed around, but not your
right.
boy Jared. Not your boy.
Oh, no.
All right. So if you have a ballot, are you voting for him for rookie of the year? I know it's early.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. All right. You heard it, Jared. The DMs are open. So, uh, all right. Switching topics a little bit. We've got to talk about our guy, Kai Cenat. All right. He just proved Twitch isn't just a side hustle, it's the new Hollywood studios. Check this out. Over $3 million in 1 month of Twitch subs, over 700,000 on live streams, right? Like, just imagine entertaining 700,000 people. He had Kai Cenat, of course, with Snoop. He had Drewski. He even had Cleveland doing the noodle, like where you hit the helmet when they did
Right.
that interception at the Denver game. Kennedy, is Kai Cenat the future of entertainment?
I really do think so. I mean, I have so many friends who watch him and like we laugh so hard at all of his stuff together. Like it really is. It's so awesome. Like you kind of have it on in the background and it's almost like you're hanging out with them, which I think is such a cool, new way of interacting with people over social media and over the internet. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Kai streams are absolutely entertaining. They're
Yes,
incredible. You got the Spider-Man guy Miles while he's sleeping. So
right.
Miles is doing his stream and then comes and stays up all night and does his NPC role while Kai is sleeping. That's incredible. Drewski and Hart, man, what a sleepover. That's just incredible. What a combo. And then Kai is out here doing it big, you guys. I mean, Drewski almost crashing out. I mean, he went right up to the edge. And I thought, Matt, a lot of respect for him. You know what? Kai Cenat is on an epic run right now. He's on like a legendary run. So if you had a 30-day marathon, Kennedy, would you stream nonstop? And if so, what would you do on your stream?
On my stream, like if
Yeah,
I
if
had
you had
my
30
day off,
days, it's Kennedy Webb, Kennedy Brielle Webb's 30 days.
30 days,
It's her
I
middle
would
name, if you guys
love
didn't know.
to give people like just a real day in my life. Like 30 days, a month with me. Like you get to go everywhere with me. You come to practice, you get ready with me in the morning, you come to the game with me. Like I would love to do that.
Okay, just the
That would be
camera following you.
Yep. Yep.
All right,
Yeah.
what else you got? So going to the game, what else would you do?
What else would I do? Oh, man. I think if my sister lived here in Pullman, I think we'd be really entertaining streamers. A lot
Yeah,
of
talk to
people,
me about that dynamic.
yeah, yeah. My sister, she's 14, so we're about 5-ish years apart, a little
Wait,
under
is she
5 years
tuned in right now? If not, what's her number? Because I need to DM her right now. Pull up.
I'll give it to you after. Yeah. She's awesome. She should definitely come on. I love her. But we get along so well and like we can just laugh about anything. She really loves to like sing and dance and like do these
Okay,
elaborate performances for me. And like my friends all find it so entertaining. So
this
I
is
think
awesome.
if I could stream with her, I think people would find that really entertaining.
Okay, quick question. How do your parents, because it sounds like a good time, how do your parents view you guys when you're together? What's their take?
They love it. They love that we get along so well and we're like besties. But I will say that sometimes they'll be like trying to sleep and we're like blasting music. Kieran's like singing at the top of her lungs. We're like dancing, making TikToks, and they're like, oh, a little loud, girls.
You guys are disturbing the peace. That's what it is.
Yeah,
That's
just
what
a little
that's
bit.
called. Let me
Yeah.
just interpret here. You guys are disturbing the peace. Y'all are a hot mess. Okay.
Yeah. A hot mess.
Okay. Okay. All right. So here's my 30 days. I thought about this. If I had 30
Right.
days, you're with me, but maybe with the you, because it's 30 days.
Right.
I go nonstop 30 days, Kennedy. It would be me. I would be doing an intense tournament of pickleball. I'd have some great
I love
showdowns,
it.
and
Yeah.
I'd have some professional players pull up. We'd have gaming, chatting, and
Right.
we'd have daily challenges, right? Like daily
Oh, yeah.
challenges with
Yeah.
big prizes. It'd be a nonstop party because you
Yeah.
know what? If you have 30 days of streaming, you can sleep when you're dead.
Right? Yeah.
That- That's how I feel about streaming. All
No.
right, so tell me about this. Like, when did you or begin or watch your first stream? I know it's relatively new. It's been around for 4 or 5 years, but I know a lot of people it's just picking up steam right now. I mean, when you make the NFL,
Yeah.
when the Cleveland has you in their celebration, I was literally in the grocery store. And a young kid, I was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I was just chatting with them, and I was asking what he wanted to do when he grows up, and he was like maybe 6, 7 years old. He said he wanted to be a streamer like Kai Cenat.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was
Oh,
this week.
that's so sweet. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I think that honestly, Kai Cenat is probably the first streamer that I've watched too. He's just huge. So, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people would say the same. But yeah, I can't believe that it's so new because he's gained traction so quickly. Like, it's just shocking that, I mean, it really hasn't been around for that long and it's still not super big. So the fact that he's, become this internet sensation is crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, and they call it. Sometimes I've been accused of pocket watching. So we got to talk a little money here, right? A lot of people
Right.
think that's not cool, but that's what we do here.
Yeah.
So let's put seven. He broke the record. I almost doubled it. 700,000 subs.
Mhm.
Let's say it's a 50% split. I don't think that's exactly it, but let's just keep the math easy. Now, he does have a team, he had production costs, but then they had sponsors. Like, I don't know if you saw it, he had Serena Williams on there eating like the double chicken quarter pounder. You got Serena, like the queen. You got Serena on here. So they have sponsor money, and I saw some other things in the background. So I have to tell you, he made some M's.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, he has to be making insane money and like having fun doing it. That's what everyone hopes to do is to, have a job that you enjoy and get to hang out with your friends and whatever. Like he's living the life.
Exactly. The best part for me too, speaking of which, is when Kevin Hart fired the production staff. And I don't know if he picks up the mic and said, "Hey, what's up?" And then somebody in the production room picks up and goes, "What's up?" He was like, "You're fired." He's like, "You know what? You run a loose ship around here." And it, you know what I mean? It was just a fun
Yeah.
endeavor. I think here's the thing that's really crazy is if you look at the analytics, these are Super Bowl type of numbers. I'm talking
Yeah.
crazy reach when mainstream media is like going like this,
Yeah,
losing
for
30
sure.
to 40%. I'm talking about crazy, crazy numbers out there.
Yeah.
He had some great ones. What did you think about Glow came on?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's so entertaining. I love seeing all of his guests and like being surprised by who's there. It's so
All right.
funny.
So let me ask you this. If you come through, I know you're big into fashion, hair, style, what would you wear?
Ooh, that's a really good question.
What would you wear? What's your style? Because we talked before, a lot of the streamers are going to baggy, but then Glow came. She had a nice on, fit on. He had
Right?
SZA, who's what you everybody knows is my favorite artist. SZA
Yes.
pull up on our stream. We can talk later.
Yeah.
SZA pulled up, and then they were comfortable. They stayed the night. And
Yeah.
then who else did he had? He had what's her name? The really, really good singer came with her. I can't remember her name, but anyway, she got canceled and then came back. But
Yes, yes, yes. I'm following.
it's I gotta think. I gotta Google it. It was who's she with? She was with Lizzo.
Yes, yes, yes.
So they came through. All right, what's your style?
What's my style? I think that it kind of depends because it's cold outside. If it was cold, I think I would do like a WSU hoodie, like oversized hoodie and some jeans. That
Are
would
you
be my
serious
vibe.
right now?
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're going on Kai Cenat stream and you're repping the school. I respect that. I
Yeah.
respect it. No,
I
no, no.
mean, I don't
I'm shocked here. I thought you were gonna call one of your parents for their credit card and pull up to one of those designer
know.
stores.
I got to represent the Crimson Girls at USU.
All right, so your parents can sigh a little bit of relief that you're not coming for their credit card.
Yeah.
Okay,
Not
because
yet.
you have right because you have to balance comfort because they spent the night, which is so
Right.
funny to me. I mean, did you see if they were singing in the kitchen? I felt like I was at home, and then I
Yeah,
don't.
it's like you feel like you're there with them. Yeah.
And they have a camera in every room. He's showering.
Mhm.
And then did you see? It looked like literally, it's what I was saying. It looked like a major TV production. They had a switcher,
Yeah.
which is basically a way to pull in all the cameras and then push them back out. And I mean, they have a huge staff there. And I think they
Yeah.
had a chef, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a whole party.
Yeah. Yeah. I really respect what Kai is doing. He's really changing the game and really just pushing things forward. So it's really, really great. And here's the Hicks effect. The power has shifted. Creators like Kai are shaping the future of entertainment by building that connection that we talked about with their audience, but they're also not scared to be themselves, right? Like you can't be on 24/7, 365 with cameras everywhere, even in the shower and not be yourself. So that's your sign. Be yourself. Do you. All right. So we got to talk about another. You guys know how much I love TikTok culture. And this next one here, man, we got to talk about her. The Hawk Tuah Girl is back. And her meme crypto coin crashed. And it's at the center of a lot of controversy, a lot of talk. So she launched this crypto coin based on herself. It lasted for 3 hours before crashing. Some lost money, some are complaining. Kennedy,
Yeah.
are her 15 minutes of fame officially up, or does she have some comeback left in her?
I think her 15 minutes of fame might be up. I feel like she's fallen off, and I also feel like the joke is over and now everyone's TikTok moves so quickly. Like it was funny and now she's just gone. So I feel like it might be over for her.
Yeah, yeah. You know what's crazy to me? I'm trying to figure out who are the thousands and thousands of people that tuned
Mhm.
into her podcast platform
Right?
and heard her talking about a crypto based on her life and said, "That's a great investment. Let me
Right,
do
right,
that." Right? And
right.
there's like lawsuits like in discussion, people saying she might get sued. Maybe there's some insider deals going on. They kept some of the
Yeah.
coins, and but you know what? I'm like, I don't know what you were thinking, people.
Right.
I'm not sure what you were thinking.
Seemed like a bad
Yeah.
idea from the beginning.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not
Yeah,
here to give financial advice. I'm just trying to
right?
figure out what those people were thinking. And if you bought her Hawk Tuah, her crypto coin, why did you buy from Kennedy's jersey and her NIL store? I'm just
Right?
saying.
Missing out.
So salacious plug. Salacious plug. Link in her bio, by the way. Link in bio. So all right, three, it's gone. So if you launched a meme crypto coin, what would you call it? And how would you keep it from crashing?
A meme crypto coin.
Yeah, so hers
Ooh,
was named after herself. And so basically it's like a cartoon. Think of it like a cartoon. You name it after yourself and then you sell it.
right.
If you did a coin for yourself, what would you name? It's like a nickname.
Well, this is fun fact about me actually. My nickname on the team is KB, and it's
Okay.
because my license plate literally says KB Webb. Like that's my car license plate. So I think that's what I have to name my crypto coin. Yeah, I'll have to send you a photo later. Literally,
Oh my
literally.
gosh, that's crazy. All right, so my
Yeah,
if I love that. I love that. It would be so it'd be called KB.
yeah. Hmm.
Okay, that's tough. That goes hard. I like that.
Right, right. I think so
All
too.
right, I love that. So if I launched a meme crypto coin, it'd be called No Crash Cash because my coin
Okay.
stays up like my energy
Yeah.
24/7, y'all.
Mhm.
Right? And the secret, it's backed by pure vibes. No dips.
Right. Yes.
Hers had a huge dip. 3 hours, it's like gone, millions of
Right.
dollars lost.
That's crazy.
So, all right. So, yeah. So, here's the thing that's so interesting. What is your take on Hawk Tuah Girl? She, a lot of people said she took a lot of time. Remember, she went viral and then she kind
Mhm.
of disappeared. And then she
Yeah.
she showed up at like a country concert in Nashville and then eventually
Yeah.
came to LA. What's your take on her?
I don't know. I mean, I think that it's not uncommon for people to blow up on TikTok or for
Right.
jokes to blow up on TikTok and like everyone knows that reference. Like literally my team still references it like to this day. Like it's funny. But I think it's crazy that she kind of has taken this meme and like dragged it out so much. I think if it were me, I would have tried to kind of come up with new content and take that audience and make it into something else.
Yeah.
But that's just my take on it.
Okay. Yeah, I think the reason why she really works, is she's really been herself. I mean, if you look at her, I mean, she is like, she says she shares things about her life that you couldn't waterboard out of me. Um, right? Like the relationship with Pookie or whatever his name is and all that drama. And if I could be wrong in the name. But I think that's why she works. And
Yeah.
like some of her videos, her dancing is I don't know if it meets your standards. Let's just put it like that.
Probably
So
not.
I think she's herself,
Yeah.
and I think one of the things that she did was she didn't just rush right into it. Seems like she probably got some good advice, and she's riding the wave. So I can't be mad at her. I can't hate on her
True. That is true.
because I would if Dave Portnoy offered me or anyone else a podcast, because I think she's on the Barstool Network.
Yeah.
I'm taking it, and I'm crying like Wallow when they went from $1 million a game. They signed a contract. They look like they were at Granny's funeral crying. They were crying so hard. I don't know if you guys haven't seen it. Go to TikTok. It's on there. Wallow and crew when they signed with Barstool Sports. I think it was a huge contract, and they already had a lot of money. I think one of them already had like a Lambo. So, all right, here is the Hicks effect. Authenticity beats hype every time. If your audience can't trust you, you're not building anything worthwhile. So be yourself 24/7, 365. All right. So, you know what? We've got to talk about another internet person that I love talking about. Your girl, my girl, Bobbi Althoff.
Hmm.
She is taking over again. This time, her Hollywood debut, y'all. Kennedy, is she showing us how creators can go, or is the internet right that she's an industry plant?
I don't know. I mean, personally, I think that the the journey from internet to more traditional media is becoming more popular as it's becoming more respected. So
Right.
I would like to think that she, that this happened for her naturally, but that's that's just me.
Yeah. So she, for those that don't know, she's making her debut. I think it's called Love Language, and
Yeah.
it's a huge, huge hit. It's got like Chloe Fineman from Saturday Night Live. It's got Lucas Gage and Hamilton's Anthony Ramos. I mean, this is like a who's who. So let me ask you this: did they bring her in because she's actually a draw? I mean, some of these movies have
Mhm.
been opening to duds. And so I wonder, did they say, man, you know what, if she could get Drake all, excited and all these, she can go with funny Marco back and forth. Maybe
Mhm.
she could bring some of that to the big screen.
Yeah, definitely. I think so. I mean, I think when you are like genuine and authentic on social media, it gives people a chance to see your personality. And I think that that probably translates on the screen. So, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if how closely you follow her. My actually the funniest guest that I think she's had, the best has been Funny Marco because he has like this dry sense of humor.
Yeah.
And I felt like they were equally matched. And it was just like
Yeah.
watching like some of the best tennis players like hit the ball and it's just going back and forth.
Yeah.
And then did you see that? And then they were supposed to go on tour together and then it got all weird. Did you see that?
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
Yeah. So she was supposed to go on tour, then it got canceled, a bunch of
Oh,
drama, and then she ended up like like rolling up to like I don't want to say South Central LA, but she went to like the neighborhood and went to like a barbecue and like pulled up
oh,
and hung out with everyone.
that's
So
awesome.
so
What?
she's a woman of the people, Kennedy.
Right. She's a woman of the people. That's what I was going to say. She's like us.
Yeah. So what is your take? She's done some big interviews. The question and the reason why a lot of people ask, is she an internet industry plant, excuse me, is she's had some huge guests like off the rip. She's had Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
Of course, her and Drake had that. She went on Drake came on her show,
Mhm.
unfollowed her, got it, and then
Probably.
like then what else happened after that? Do you remember?
No, I don't. I don't. I'd have to go back and look. I mean, it's just drama, 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 drama,
I
always.
think like he ended up doing like a YouTube claim because like they play. Okay, so this is, and I'm not gonna lie, I was watching it, and as someone who's managed social, and if you manage social for
Mhm.
big brands, like getting a strike against your account is huge. So a strike is when you have copyrighted material, and the person or someone who represents them says, "Hey, you put something in your video that you don't have the rights to," like if you use like Olympic footage, anybody that has the rights. So he ends up pulling out his phone and playing his song. And I was like, that's weird. Do they have the rights? Like, it's super
Yeah.
expensive. Didn't think too much of it. I was like, they're big time. What do I know? So let me go mind my business. And then he put a strike against her. So then when you hit a strike on someone's YouTube account, what
Mhm.
happens is they can no longer monetize the video. So but yeah, right. So like let's say a video is gonna make you like 100 bands.
Right.
Right, like a video like that would probably make her
Oh yeah.
50,000, like 50
Yeah.
bands. So she had to take the video down.
I'd be so mad. That's terrible.
See?
Yeah. No.
Now you
Ooh.
see why Kendrick's mad at him. He was playing serious games. That's serious game because a lot of people don't play about the money.
Yeah. No. I certainly don't. I don't know. If I lost $50,000, I'd be upset.
Yeah, yeah, she's huge. Bobby's hitting Hollywood faster than I can hit the skip ad. She's all over the place,
Yeah.
man. So all right, so let me ask you this. So, if Bobby asked you to be in her movie, would you take it? Would you accept it? And what would you want your role to be in a movie?
Oh yeah. I think I would accept it. It's been a long time since I've acted, but I will say that I was a theater kid for a couple years of my life in
What?
like elementary school and middle school. So maybe I would get back to singing. Like maybe I'd get a role with singing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in keeping with your dancing.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's make it a musical at that point. Let's just
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I like that. I'm trying to imagine you like in this musical.
Oh
I
yeah.
can see you in like a Hamilton. I mean, huge
Yeah.
hit,
Yeah.
iconic hit, known around the world.
Right? I mean, yeah, I'll have to I have so many things to send you after this. I'll have to send you my theater photos. You'll love it.
I'm here for it. Yeah, Bobby wants me in, man. I'm in there.
Right?
Give me that role. Will you rise from like the underdog story, the little guy that turns into
Oh
the
yeah.
superstar? Because like,
Uh-huh.
who doesn't love the comeback,
Right. Right. Who doesn't?
right?
Yeah.
You want people rooting for you, like the arc
Yeah.
of the story. All right. Here's the Hicks effect. Whether you're a plant or not, the key is to create opportunities for yourself. The world notices when you show up and you show up as your authentic self. So that's my take on Bobbi Althoff. We love her. We love what she's doing. And you know what? It bodes well for everybody in the space because, I was talking to one of my friends about this. Like back in the day, I was watching one of these behind like biography pieces, and it was on like Saturday Night Live. It was back long time ago. Like they showed the footage. It felt like for a different lifetime, but it was Eddie Murphy when he was like 18. So
Yeah.
like back in the day, he literally, now he's from New York, but you had to go audition, you had to be in New York or get yourself to New York, stand in line, audition, maybe write some jokes, tell some jokes. You have one shot. And
Right.
there would be like hundreds, if not thousands of people in line. And today you have this thing like in your hand. You could do the same
Yeah.
thing.
Hmm.
Isn't that pretty cool?
It's so awesome. Yeah, for sure. I
Yeah,
know the theater that I used to, it's called the Muni. It's in St. Louis. It's this big outdoor theater. And
absolutely.
we used to have to come and you would do an in-person audition, go through the whole process. And I actually went back and looked at their website just just a few weeks ago, and actually it's like a video submission now. So it's like a lot of places are
Really?
becoming, yeah, a lot of places are becoming, even to like we talked about for my recruitment process, like instead of coming to an audition, you send in a video, Zoom
Okay.
call your coach, whatever. So yeah, I can definitely see how it's shifting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I love that. Now, speaking of St. Louis, got to talk about your break. I know we talked about your trip earlier.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, how long was that travel day? You text that to me, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, that's how long? How many hours were you traveling?"
Yeah, I want to say it ended up being like 15 or 16 hours of travel.
Wowza!
Yeah, yeah. It was a
Say it
lot.
ain't so. My goodness, I hope you dress comfortably.
Oh, I definitely did. I was in my sweats. I had my book.
Well, I'll tell you what, if Jared McCain slides into those DMs, you won't be flying commercial anymore. You know what I'm
Oh my
saying?
gosh. Yeah. I'd be flying private.
You'll be private, which another guy, Shannon Sharp, Club Shay Shay. He's you just
Yeah,
look at the life. He's stretched out eating steak and lobster. That could be you.
right?
Jared's just one text away,
Yeah, one message away,
one message away from changing your life.
right?
So talk to me about obviously we went through Black Friday. This
Mhm.
is, you're an influencer. You're learning your craft of how to do all this.
Yep.
What was that like for you this time around? Not just looking at these ads and looking at these campaigns, but then also having, you had something that went out. I don't want to steal your thunder. On Thanksgiving. First of all,
Yeah.
shout out to you. But talk us through that.
Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting as I'm starting to get more into the NIL world. Um with Black Friday, I feel like it's so different though now. Like my teammates and I were talking like how Black Friday used to be this crazy thing, and now like the deals are so different. So that was kind of interesting to see this year, like how it's changed. But yeah, I did end up getting another kind of like influencer merch shop thing that
Okay,
opened.
so tell folks what is it, and what's the opportunity, and
Yeah.
what was your reaction when you guys kind of like seal the deal on it?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically come up with this custom line of merch with your name and your school and your team on it, and then my family and friends and whoever wants to support me can come purchase that, and then a portion of that goes to me
Right.
to support me as a student athlete here in Pullman. And I mean, it was awesome. Like when I got the text that it was live and ready to go, I showed it to my parents, and my dad was like scrolling through the whole shop. He's like, "Oh my gosh, this is awesome! Like, I love this hoodie."
And then you guys had a nice, cool, a custom graphic with you on there, and you had your pom poms. I was
Yeah,
so proud.
yeah, hmm
I was like,
yeah.
I know her.
I know her. Yeah, yeah. It's awesome. Like, it's so cool to see it all happening. So yeah.
Yeah. No, that's so awesome. So talk to me about like right now, you have a lot going on. I was thinking about this today while I was driving. I was like, I don't know how you do it all. Okay, so let's walk through. Let's walk through. So obviously a student,
Yeah.
an athlete, so student athletes that's going to school. Then like you have all these sporting events you're going to,
Yeah.
right? You
Mhm.
teach dance.
Yep.
Okay. I'm missing something else because you have what else am I missing?
Hmm.
Do you have a job? Is that like a job?
Yeah, yeah. So that's where I'm working right now, and then
Okay.
I may have another job in the
What?
semester.
You need a break. That's what you need.
Yeah, yeah. It's awesome.
So what's the biggest struggle creating content, right? Like I know as someone right who creates content takes a lot of
Yeah,
time, energy, mental focus. What's been the biggest struggle that you've had? Your pain
yeah.
point?
Right now, we're kind of in like we just got into our competition season for the dance team.
Yeah.
Finals week is this upcoming week. So there's a lot going on, and it's been kind of just mentally and emotionally draining. And like even we tried to schedule a vibe check the other day, and I had to tell you, like, I'm so sorry, but like
And
I'm
I was more concerned about you. I was like, man,
right.
she has so much going on.
Yeah, it's so much going on, and
Yeah.
I think it's sometimes it can just be like, oh my gosh, like I'm just totally exhausted by life right now, and
Yeah.
like not even I like to create content that makes other people feel good, that
Right.
I enjoy. And when you're not in that headspace, it's very hard to kind of fake that. And I would
Yeah.
never post something that wasn't real.
Yeah. I
So
love that.
yeah, that's kind of been recently what I've been working through. But I think once we get through this upcoming week and finals, and I finish my classes and we're on break again, like can kind of relax, take a deep breath, and like get back into things.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's been so that's definitely understood. So kind of like the stress and pressure of just being a student athlete and then creating content. What's been the greatest thing, right? Like we started making content, you've been on the podcast, you've been doing, it seems like you've upped what you're doing.
Yeah.
I love the view from your room, by the way.
Oh, thank
Yeah, she has a great view of the soccer field. But what's been the biggest joy that you've had in this opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, actually, I just scored my first like big NIL deal, I would say. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So,
I'm so happy about the group.
yeah.
This is amazing.
Yeah, I signed my lease at the place I'm going to live next year, the apartment complex,
Sure.
and ended up like reached out to them. They kind of got back to me. We discussed an NIL deal, and so I'll be getting money from them, like discounted lease. Yeah, so that's awesome. I'm like
In
getting
this economy, girl, that's a real that's a real money.
it was so awesome because when they brought it up to me, they were like, "Oh yeah, we took a look at your social media, and we definitely think we'd like to go through with this, and you would be a great partner." So that was awesome because
That's awesome. Congratulations.
thank you, very exciting.
Big ups to you. Big ups to you. I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of you. You're very tenacious and you have an incredible drive. And so I can't say I'm surprised. I am very happy.
Thank you.
Just because we work together. So that's how I just
Yeah,
know that you're very tenacious.
yeah.
What do your parents say and your sister?
Oh, they're so excited. Like I actually, when they came for the last game, I took them back there and we
Wait, your parents came to the last game? Why am I just hearing about this? What in the
no,
world?
they came to the last game. I haven't posted from it yet. That's
Oh,
why.
okay.
Yeah.
So,
But
okay, go ahead. Sorry, I'm
yeah, while they
interrupting.
were here, we like went out to dinner, took them, to all the places, and then the morning before they left, I took them to the apartment complex and they toured it with me, and they just like were like so excited.
What'd your dad say?
Oh my gosh, my dad my dad was looking around. He was like, "Oh, it just looks so clean and organized." And I was like, "Yep." They're very excited for me to like have my own place. Yeah. Oh wait, for some reason I can't hear you anymore. I'm sorry.
Sorry about that. That was me. That was me. I muted y'all when I cough.
Oh no, you're fine.
It's allergy season. There, you got the real deal. All right. So, what's it like having a roommate?
Having a roommate has been, I don't want to say different because I've lived with my sister. So I've always kind of, had to share spaces with someone.
Wait, did you have your own room?
I had my own room, but we shared a bathroom.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean,
Go
I
ahead.
can kind of understand. I mean, like, it's similar in the sense that I had to share like laundry and things like that. I don't want to say it's like completely different, but having a roommate in the same room has been different. It's it's fun because you always have a friend there, but it's also
Okay.
hard because you're not always on the same schedule. So sometimes like I'll have practice at 6 in the morning and
Sure.
I'm going to bed at 9 and he's not. And so it's like just kind of deciding like what we're going to do about that, how we're going to respecting each other's like time and what we're doing, our schedules. That's just been the hardest thing, but it's great. So
No, I love it.
no complaints. You learn a lot
Okay.
from it.
And and you can please give honest review. Please. Okay, I need a hot take.
Yeah,
I need a
yeah.
hot take. How's the food in the dining hall?
I
You
will
gotta keep it
say,
100. No
yeah,
cap.
this is a good one. That's been a big struggle for me. I will say I tend to not go to the dining hall when I don't have to. They
Why is that?
they It really depends. It depends on what they're serving. Some of it's okay, some of it's not. You just kind of, it's dorm food. So I'm so excited to have my own kitchen next year and cook like real healthy meals
Okay.
because
Or so are you saying that it's a struggle to find healthier food?
it's a struggle to find. I mean, they have some healthy options, but in general, just as a student athlete, sometimes it's hard when you're on the go and
Right.
I don't have time to come into the dining hall and sit. That's what's hard is that like if I had my own kitchen, I could meal prep things and take them with me.
In between your 6 jobs.
Yeah, right, in between all of the things. But it's hard with the dining hall where you have to physically be there and you can't really take it with you. That's what's been
Right.
hard.
So
So
wait, they don't have to go containers?
they do, but they're really only for the the fried food. So like if you get like chicken wings and fries or
So
like
wait, you can't take a
cheeseburger,
salad with you?
no.
So I don't know. You can't say this kind of stuff anymore. But like when I was in school, they used to call it the freshman 15. You cannot say that anymore. You'll probably get canceled. I'm not saying
Right.
it. I'm just saying what other
Yes.
people say.
Yeah.
So because y'all are canceling me, okay?
Oh yeah.
This is
No.
only our third episode of Vibe Check. Y'all are canceling Kennedy and I. But they called it the freshman 15. Are they trying to get you closer to that 15 with the with all the wings?
Yeah, I mean, there's even like in the there's a little place called the market, and you can go and buy groceries there on campus.
But are
And
they expensive?
they're on the RDA, like they're on your dining plan.
RDA in plain English. What is
Yeah,
that?
yeah, your dining dollars or whatever.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
This girl's been in school for like 4 months, and now she sounds like a government official. Go ahead.
Yeah, but you can go there and there's literally like a frozen yogurt bar in there. And that is like I mean that's just crazy to me. Like you
So
send
you
your kid off to college and they get like their first taste of freedom and they're like buying frozen yogurt every day. I just think
yeah.
it's funny.
So you have the break, or you have to get to the break, which is pretty quickly, and then because what is it? Because like a lot of the West Coast schools really start late.
Yeah.
Like
So
for example, I was at University of Oregon one time,
huh.
and they I think some of the staff was telling me that they start like their first couple games with no students on campus. I don't know if that's the case for you
Oh, that's
guys.
wild. No,
Yeah.
we started pretty much when uh most of the other schools started, even being on the
Okay.
West Coast. Yeah.
All right. So what's the plan? You have to get through finals, get home, come back.
Come back. Yep. I get about a week home for Christmas and then I'll come back before New Year's.
Wait. You come back when?
I come back the 29th of
When do you guys
December.
start school?
Well, for dance team. So everyone
Oh, okay.
else is off for like 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay, because I was like,
Yeah.
we need to file some sort of
Right.
complaint. Who?
No, for dance team, we come back and then we'll start practicing again that next week.
Wowza.
Yeah.
Wowza. All right. So right now, tell me what sports you're doing right now. Because you guys have basketball, football's had your last home game. What's your
Yeah.
schedule like right now?
Yeah. Well, actually, we're about to transition. Next week, we have practice off because it's finals week. So they're letting us, study, get our stuff together. And then the week after that, when everything's over, it'll literally just be practice. So usually
Okay.
that'll be 9 to 5 for like 2 or 3 days. Then we'll get a day off. Then it'll go 9 to 5 for 2 or 3
Okay.
days. Yeah. So
Okay.
it'll pretty much just be dance for a while.
So let's talk about what is a WSU social life like today. How
Yeah.
would you rate it? What's been the best part of it?
Ooh, that's a hard question.
It's not that
I
hard.
love it, but I also I will say
It's not
that
that hard. It's not that hard.
it is though. It's hard when you come in and you already have a team. Like it's hard to judge the social life from a non-athlete perspective because all of us came in already knowing people.
Right.
Like we lived with these people over the summer. We're all super close now. And so I
And you
spend
recruited, so you got the staff
right.
that you know.
So I spend most of my time with them, even outside of practice. But we do enjoy like the couple of games that we weren't in. We had a lot of fun going to
Do y'all
those.
do y'all do social things? Like, do y'all go places?
Yeah, well, actually, this
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, we do. I mean, we hang out with a lot of the other sports. We have a lot of friends on like
Okay.
women's basketball, soccer, things like that. A lot of other athletes who are usually in the same places at the same time with us. But yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we got to talk about we have some big news. Like you already know about this big news. This show started in 72 hours from idea to execution. We got it out the mud. We didn't have anything. No logo, no branding, no nothing, no concept. And this week we came up. We came up big. And I want to share with everyone. You gotta do a drum roll. You gotta do a drum roll.
Oh.
That's very musical. All right. Introducing the new Vibe Check branding and logo. What did you think, Kennedy, when you first saw this?
Oh, I loved it. I didn't know, like, when I got your text, I was completely surprised by it. And you're like, oh, can you double check this? I was like, ah, how cute. I love it. I love it. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It matches the show.
Yeah, and the idea behind it is like the colors are vibrant, their energy, right? Like
Yeah.
the pink,
Yeah.
the white, the black, and the green, kind of like a little bit of Miami Vice, but not dating ourselves. But it's like it's that energy that you have, and it's a good vibe. So we were like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? This is what we're gonna do. And And if you guys haven't seen, we have the new, matter of fact, the thumbnail. What'd you think about our new thumbnail that we
Yeah,
have
that
for
was
our
awesome too.
episode?
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. It feels so official now.
We're official, you guys. And so we have this in all colors, and it's going to be really exciting. We're going to roll it out, keep growing the show each week. And, it's also, Kennedy, and you and I talk about this all the time, is it's just getting started. Like, we just started a show. We text a lot. We're like, hey, what do you think about this? Hey, Kennedy, you got to talk about your crush. Your Jared. He's going off. And she's like, okay, yeah, let's do it. And so it's like, I think everyone is let me back it up and not say everyone. A lot of people know the opportunity. It's massive, massive, massive. But like, people come up with all these excuses. Like, I have to have all these things. I've got to have a camera. Like, I was talking to one of my relatives, and they're like, "Oh, how much did your setup cost?" Doesn't matter. You know why? Because you're talking to me on an iPhone 14. Let's go.
Right.
So sorry, I'm getting down from my pulpit. But that was the idea, and so we're just gonna keep growing this, and we don't have it all figured out, people. As great as Kennedy is, and she is tremendous to work with. I'm gonna give her a huge she's very great to work with. One of the things we still have to do is kind of get maybe some structure on when we're streaming. So we're still working on it. We don't have it all figured out. I'm not worried about it because I feel like we're creating content, and each day we're just trying to like get a little bit better. Kenny, what do you think on where we are? We still have some stuff to work on.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think the most important part is just starting. And if you
Yeah.
wait till the perfect moment or you have everything together and perfect to start, you never will. You'll always have another excuse of, well, this isn't ready or this isn't right or
Yeah.
whatever. So I think the fact that we've just gone with it and we've already filmed multiple episodes and we're
Yeah.
kind of just getting a feel for it as we go, I think that's the way to do it.
Yeah, and hit subscribe, like to this video if you like more of what you've got, because you're so right. And one of the things that and just from experience, what I've learned why waiting is such a big fail is you can spend a year planning, but here's the real deal: until you actually create content, you don't know what's going to hit. Like, some of our things, like our first one, we've been talking about things. We've had things, for example, and you don't know which platform it's going to go off on. Like, you and I were talking about I Show Speed, and that did really well. It did well on all the platforms. It did really well on TikTok, not as well on Instagram, but it did well. But you don't know. And so now it's like I'm going through, and as we're talking about the show, we could have spent a year, 6 months, 3 months planning, right? But then it's all wasted because it's just all theory.
Yeah.
That's what I found. So you're just better off going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give a track reference here for all the track people. Did you ever run track? Hold on, I gotta ask you this. Did you ever run track at any level?
I did run track for like one season in high school.
Really? What? How old were you, and what did you run?
It was I want to say my sophomore year of high school. Yeah. And I was a sprinter
Yeah,
for like one season just for fun.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, one of the things that this, Kenny, because you ran, is that one of the things that people are so scared is in track, you've got to, no matter what the race is, you've got to get out, and you
Yeah.
have to then settle into your pace. But what happens is a lot of people are scared of dying at the end, so they don't want to go out hard. But the challenge is you can never run a really, really fast time, because you really should run hard, settle into a pace, kick, and then at the end, you're really just holding on for dear life. It's just my old coach, Clyde Hart, one of the greatest 400-meter coaches in the history of the world. He used to always say, "It's just a prayer. It's just a prayer at the last bit."
Yeah.
That's the strategy. People would say, "Hey, what did you do?" I prayed a lot.
Yeah.
And that's how we ran fast. But I say all that to say, I'm excited about the new vibe check, the logo, the branding, where we're going. You guys appreciate and shout out everybody who supported us along the way. Okay, before we kind of wrap up, this kind of I'm gonna let you in on the motivation, but I'm just gonna give something real quick. In mine, you're very you're studying psychology, and I've picked up from talking to you that you're super smart. I don't know if I fit that realm, so I just try to stay in my little lane over here. You know what I'm saying? This is from the woman who has secured her first brand deal for an apartment. So, we have work to do. Um, but, I think my message to everyone is sometimes you just have to lock in, and sometimes you have to put down your phone. And that's hard even for me to say. And the reason why is that you have to think about where you're going. You have to think about who you want to be and how you want to serve other people. And sometimes you have to think through that. And it may even make you cry sometimes, the silence and the thoughts that go through your mind. But I just, encourage everyone to just stay humble. Never forget why you started, and just keep grinding. Just keep grinding, because it's never been a greater opportunity in the history of the world to achieve today.
Yeah, it's
So
awesome.
thank you. Thank you. But as we wrap up, what motivation do you have to everyone out there?
My motivation this week is to rely on your support system and the people around you. That's been something I've been doing a lot and working on a lot. It's cold in Pullman. We're tired. We're busy. There's a lot going on. And like, even we just had Lyft the other day, and I came in and I was just not in the mood. Like, I was just exhausted. And I turned to my friend and I was like, "Hey, I need to let you know it was hard for me to get here. I'm tired. I tried to take a nap. I tried to call my mom. I tried to drink water. I tried on the way here. I tried to think about all the things that I'm grateful for. Like, I went through all the steps and I'm still having a really hard day." And she was like, "You know what? That's okay. Like, thanks for telling me. I'm going to try to make that better for you." And she did. And it was, I got through the lift session and it was awesome. So I think just reaching out, relying on your support system, relying on your friends and your family, like, that's the best thing you can do in those hard times.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. I love it. I love it. All right. So today we laughed, we learned, we vibed. Jared McCain is on fire. Kai Cenat is changing the game. And we have some wild takes on meme coins and Bobbi Althoff. So you know what? As usual, I'm gonna let you take us to the house. But before we do, I have to say, if you like it, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Just a quick shout out, follow us on social media. I'm at Jay Hicks Official, and you are.
Kennedy Webb on Instagram, TikTok, all the things.
Yeah, all the things. For the best
Oh,
highlights and behind the scenes, we're going to keep
yeah.
sharing clips right here. Like, share, and drop your favorite moment for today in the comments. So, do you want to take us to the house?
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah,
let
of
you.
course.
I'm gonna let you send us off.
Yeah, you let me go. No, I mean, as always, had a great time talking to you. I hope everyone enjoyed, and I'm really excited for the next episode. I love doing this. It like makes my heart happy. So thank you guys for watching, and follow us both on all the things, like I said. Yeah, that's all.
There you go. Follow us on all things. See you guys. That was dope. I love it. I love it. All right.